Jerry back with that Theatrically Jerry, and this is my final thoughts on this 1500 watt LED snow machine. So this is an atmospheric, much like a bubble machine or a fog machine. Very similar build quality to a fog machine. This thing is actually built like a tank. It does have much thicker steel panels here. So as in terms of build quality, if you haven't already watched, I did an in-depth review on this. Build quality is great on this. It's one of the things I love about it. This machine is a beast. It's rather large, so there's nothing wrong with that, and it's going to be great for touring because you don't have to worry about breaking it. A couple of other things I liked about it. The snow output is great on this unit. It creates a big snowstorm. So you don't have to worry about poor output on this. A couple of other things I liked is the safety features. You do get your torque screws to make sure that your yoke or mounting handle here doesn't move after you've adjusted the tilt on it. So I did like that. You do have a couple safety features I like, such as the built-in steel fisheye, so you can hook your safety cable to it. That's another thing I liked. A couple of things I didn't like about this is the IEC power cable. I would have preferred a waterproof PowerCon connector. It would have made it feel more professional. The machine would feel more professional with it. IEC does come standard on a lot of fog machines. However, they are easy to unplug and they also wear out much quicker. So that's one of the things I didn't like about it. Another thing I didn't care for is the LED lights. Yes, they're a novelty on a snow machine, but as you can see, they're not super bright. They're not high quality. The lenses, they do have a diffuser on them, so the beam is more of a wash on it. They're not super bright. The strobe is rather poor on it. The 8-bit linear dimming is of course poor on it, but again, this is a snow machine, so you got to take that into consideration. It is a great feature to have with it because it's adding value to the machine, but it's also not really functional with a snow machine, especially if you're going to be mounting this high up in your truss or batten for a stage. Speaking of stage, as with all low budget snow machines, and actually even some high budget snow machines, it is loud. You can hear it in my in-depth review. This is due to the high power fan on it, and it's an unfortunate thing, but the blower fan on it is always going to be loud decibel wise. So if you do use one of these, I do recommend getting it as far off stage as possible, or at least cutting your mics during the snow machine sequence. Like I said, I've not really found a snow machine that's super quiet. There is one, I believe, that I did read about that was from Atari, and it was supposed to be super quiet, but it's also going to cost you a lot of money. So again, sound-wise, it's fairly typical for a snow machine, especially with the high-powered blower fan in it. So with that being said, the sound isn't that great. I did like that they have included a lot of vent cutouts. That is going to help dissipate the heat and also extend the life of the machine. I did like the oversized 5-quart fluid tank because snow machines love to eat through snow fluid quickly. So I did like seeing that, as well as the ability to completely take the jug out. And the connector for the fluid tank looks to be a standard lid size, so I do believe you can just switch out jugs of snow fluid with a compatible one that will fit the lid for the fluid tank. So that's another cool thing that they have added to this machine. I did like how easy it is to operate. The menus are super easy to navigate. The back I/O ports, if you haven't already, you can watch the full in-depth review, are nicely laid out. We have a really nice opening here for the sock here as well, so that's going to help mitigate some of the snow fluid from falling onto the floor, but of course it's not going to completely eliminate it. So you are going to get some snow fluid spitting out, which is fairly typical for basically any atmospheric, including haze machines. It's just something you have to keep in mind. A couple of other things I would have liked to have seen, I'm being super nitpicky with this. I would have liked to have seen a resettable fuse instead of the built-in one on the IEC power cable. I would have also liked to seen it a little more liquid proofed. Some reason fog machines and bubble machines, if you haven't already, you can watch my review on the 90-watt bubble machine. They seem to be lacking in safety standards in terms of this is being used with liquid and electronics don't mix. So I would have liked to seen some better sealing and some better ability to protect against liquid intrusion on a lot of these fog machines, snow machines, bubble machines, etc. But that's just being nitpicky with it. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about this 1500 watt LED snow machine, go ahead and leave it down below. I do respond to them as quickly as I can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel at Theatrically Jerry. I do a lot of reviews on these no-name brand units that are coming out of China. I like to do very in-depth reviews to give you guys ideas of the quality of the LEDs, the build quality, are they worth the money, are they junk, etc. A lot of these are actually pretty decent. So I've gotten a lot of decent units coming out of China. The control quality seems to be a lot better with certain brands, and of course you are going to get your duds, and that's true with anything, including name brand units. So keep that in mind. But go ahead and subscribe to my channel at Theatrically Jerry, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you.